Hello, it's Mark here. I just finished unloading in Lacombe, Alberta. Just took a single trailer down, tried them. So what we call a 6-axle load. So we had 3 on the tractor and 3 on the trailer. Anyway, good little run. Just show you around here. It's a gorgeous day out in January. It's something like -2 or maybe even warmer, but anyway, really nice day. And it's Lacombe, Alberta, Canada. Just delivered some diesel over there in that tank. Kind of a little bit of a, not a strange setup, but a little bit more work involved because you got to stop at that tank and pump off the diesel into that, and then you move around to the front and gravity drop, which means putting it into an underground tank in the front, the remainder of the load, which was premium and regular. But here's my truck and trailer. And you can see I'm placarded here with dangerous goods for 1203, which is gasoline. Though I had diesel on, you always placard for the one that has the lower flash point. That is, it's more flammable. And in that case, gasoline is over diesel. And here you can see I just got a single trailer this time. It's a Tridem. You go the 3 axles in the back. And this trailer has 4 compartments. And we'll just go along here. I just finished having a little bit of pizza here, and I'm getting ready to head back to Edmonton here. And it's Sunday, so I want to get home and have supper with the family. And there you go. There's the fuel islands there. Beautiful day out. Truck I got today is a little older Peterbilt. It's kind of a little rough shape here, but unit 203. But somebody's made a homemade grill cover in the front. Doesn't look too good, but I'll leave it in there for now. It does its job. At any rate, it's got a Cat engine in it. I think it's C15. And it's also 18 speed. I'll show you inside. It's quite messy. It's an older truck, like I say, and I don't think anybody's kind of needs a little bit of cleaning up here, but here, come on in. I'll show you at any rate. Okay, now, just looking around here again, a little bit messy. There's your dash. Okay, we got your speedo and your tach for your RPM. Got a voltmeter, coolant temperature, oil pressure over here, sorry. Oh yeah, focus and make sure. You got your fuel gauge, primary and secondary air reservoir pressures, oil temperature, manifold pressure, and pyro temperature, that's your exhaust temperature, and that'll be your turbo boost, your manifold pressure. Clock, and you got an ammeter, front axle temperature for your differential, your front axle, your rear axle temperature, air filter restriction gauge, transmission temperature, suspension load that's showing you with air pressure the load on your suspension, and a brake application gauge. It's got the full gauge package in it. It's a nice Peterbilt. It's just, as I say, it's got over 1 million miles and it's sort of looking a little long in the tooth. Here's to lock your 5th wheel, so you can slide the 5th wheel back and forth. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cold. Here's your differential locker. You lock that up when traction conditions are poor. And these are your axle locks so each differential as well can be locked when traction is really poor. But you don't want to use this going downhill or going on the road, these two, because they lock it up and they cause severe understeer. Okay, that's for your air suspension to dump it. Got your stereo and heater controls. And over here, got your working lights at the back of the truck for your engine fan, your Jake brake with its levels, 1, 2, 3, cruise control, a couple of spare switches, light controls over here, and this, our going, if you could hear that. And looking down here, we've got our computer. It's called PeopleNet. And this does all our, it's a EOBR, which is electronic onboard recording. So all our logs are done electronically in here. We change our duty status, you can see here. We can review our hours of service, gives us the regulations. Not only that, there's GPS built into it for tracking the truck. And we can send email. We're supposed to send email when we're loaded, unloaded, to communicate with dispatch, and if there's any other, messages we want to send them, and they can change loads on us, whatever. Okay, like I say, there's a bit of a mess in here. There's your CB. There's your sleeper back here. It's got to stand up. It's not bad. And I got a bit of gear here because even though I'm just a day trip, I'm about 2 hours from Edmonton. I always carry a sleeping bag on the highways in winter and extra clothing and survival gear. It's always a good idea traveling the highways of Canada in winter time to be prepared. You never know when you're going to break down or you're stuck in a location longer, even if you're just expecting to be here for the day. You always want to carry some stuff, so I always make sure I got some food and water and extra clothing and a sleeping bag, because you never know. Just a good practice to get into. So I'll just show you around here. It's a really nice day out. What we're going to do is I'm going to go back on duty, start the truck up here and do a roadside check before I head out back to Edmonton. And we'll go from there. Take care for now. Okay, I just started her up. I'm going to walk around, do a little pre-chirp here in a second, but I just thought I'd let you hear the beast go. Once again, it's a Cat motor. I think it's C15. And I got a Peterbilt. And here we are, Lacombe, Alberta. It's called Zigzag. It's Petro-Canada, and the station is the Zigzag service. Nice little place up on a hill just before you come into the town from the west. Good location. Just right on Highway 12, which goes into Lacombe, a couple miles east off Highway 2, which is the QEW, Queen Elizabeth Way, which is the main highway from Edmonton to Calgary and south down into the States. I like these our moose guards or our bull bars. It's a good idea. If I ever get a truck of my own, I'll put one on. And personally, I know the air cleaners look sharp on the outside, but I prefer a bit more aerodynamic. Good old Vanty's Transport, good company to work for. There's your IFTA, your International Fuel Tax stickers. Okay, and the truck is registered for 63,500 kilograms. But in BC and Saskatchewan, it's only 62,500. At least that's what it says. I thought they went up to 63,500 as well too, but not sure. I haven't run there in a bit. Some placard. And this is where we keep the trailer registration. And this here is very important. You have to put a copy whenever you leave the trailer unattended and unhooked. You put a copy of the bill of lading in here so that if there was an issue, because it had dangerous goods, that is fuel, the responders would know what's in it. So that's my law here. Big time fine if you don't put it in, and I just put my one in there already. Even though I'm hooked up, I know I'm going to go back to the yard and I'm going to unhook, so I'll make sure it's in there now. It's a really gorgeous, nice day. Don't know if you can see up there, a couple of jet trails crossing back and forth. There we go. Tried them, single trailer. We call them 6 axle loads at our company when we do it, because of course we got the steering, tandem drive, and the 3 at the back. Well, I'm gonna get my roadside check done and get going here.